Yo, so I know a lot of you guys are quarantined right now and you're wondering, man, when is this all gonna be over so that I can finally start my Shopify business? Now, I got some good news and bad news. I'm gonna start with the bad news. Bad news is this isn't gonna be over anytime soon. Good news is you can still be proactive and start planning ahead for when you can effectively start your Shopify business. So in this video, I'm gonna be giving you 5 amazing niches to start your store in 2020. This should hopefully give you a little bit of guidance in terms of what type of store to start and also what type of products to find within these niches. So this is one of the main benefits, in my opinion, of starting within a niche. You kind of narrow down your potential products to sell while still being able to capitalize on current trends within the niche. Now, that sounds really confusing, but I really don't think that you should be starting stores around trends. Let me give you an example. Fidget spinners, right? Fidget spinners were a huge product for like a solid 3 months. And after that, it just completely died out. Literally, if you try to sell a fidget spinner right now, you would not sell a single one, even though they were so hot back in like 2018 or something. This is why I don't recommend you start a business around a trend. While you can make money doing it, you're basically just crossing your fingers and hoping to get lucky. In order to really make money with trends like that, you have to be able to capitalize on them right before they actually happen or right before the peak, right? But more often than not, you're actually just gonna catch the tail end of the trend and not make any money and instead waste a lot of time and money. Now, for example, if you would have made a store in like the gadget niche, right? You could have still capitalized on the fidget spinner trend while still being able to keep your store and continue to test and sell other products within that niche itself. You see sort of like the thought process I'm going through here. Now, I've personally sold in a lot of different niches, like literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales in at least 4 or 5 different niches. But I will say that some of the most profitable niches that I've had have also been some of the ones that I've hated selling in the most. So before we dive into these niches, I do want to make one thing clear. The first step to really finding what niche you should actually start selling in is looking at what you actually enjoy, because here's the thing. I'm not saying obviously you need to make a store in one of your hobbies or something, but if you don't believe in the products that you're selling, you're not gonna know anything about the niche and you're really not gonna be passionate at all about your business. This will lead you to an unfulfilled life, and if you're living a life unfulfilled, what is the point of what you're doing, right? Like at the end of the day, our main mission as human beings, I mean, this has been debated and talked about by many different philosophers in history, is fulfillment. Fulfillment is what you should be seeking as opposed to just a ton of money, right? I mean, obviously we all want to make money. Money is a great tool and resource. I mean, obviously I'm all for it. I'm trying to make as much money as possible as well, but I always prioritize fulfillment and happiness. All right, so now that we got the little bit of a lecture out of the way, I'm sorry, I just needed to say it. Let's get right into these niches. So the first one that I want to talk about is the intimates niche. But what I mean by intimates is like anything related to like bras, for example, or even like waist trainers or whatever, like corsets and stuff of that sort. So the intimates niche is literally one of the best selling niches of all time. Like literally consecutively every year it outsells like a lot of different niches. Now, of course, the competition within the intimates niche is very fierce, but the market is so big that you can easily get a piece of the pie, especially if you're taking inspiration from successful brands and mastering your digital marketing skills. Honestly, mastering your digital marketing skills is probably the best way to make any sort of brand work. So don't worry too much about saturation. You can make any brand in any niche that you want. And in the intimates niche in particular, we're talking about a huge market that is willing to spend a lot of money consistently. So it's definitely a good niche to get into. Actually, one of my close friends started a store last year in the intimates niche, and he was able to scale that store to $500,000 in sales in literally like 4 months. It was pretty ridiculous. I watched it all happen and I was pretty amazed because I've never sold in the intimates niche, but I can definitely see the potential within it. So that's a great one, especially right now when people are at home and impulse buying a lot of different things. It could be a good time to get into this niche. Now, I will say that this niche, in order to thrive, in the long term, you will need to start focusing on better materials and things like that after you find some success. That was one of the things my friend didn't do, and this is why his store capped at about $500,000 in sales. He wasn't receiving the best customer feedback. While some customers did enjoy the products, most really didn't, and it ended up stopping the business in the long run. Now, the next niche that I'm gonna recommend is the pet niche. Now, this is also a very, very competitive niche, and I've heard some people say things in terms of Facebook ads that you get more expensive costs, higher CPMs and stuff like that within this niche. But I've had so many students personally, and also friends and acquaintances that have sold so successfully within the pets niche, and I will say that right now it's probably the best time to sell within this niche because people are at home, they're chilling with their pets. I mean, I am. My cat's literally like right there right now, just relaxing. People are at home chilling right now with their pets, and they want to buy things for them. I mean, they're not gonna go to the store and buy them, so you could show up in their newsfeed as an ad, potentially grab them, and obviously sell them whatever product you're selling. And the great thing about the pet niche as well is that there are tons of great products to sell, and it's a really emotional niche, so it's a little bit easier to sell to people. And also, people who have pets generally have a little bit more money to spend, more disposable income, so you're more likely to get higher average order values than usual, especially if people have multiple of that pet or whatever. Now, this also goes hand in hand with kids niches like toys and stuff like that. This isn't a niche that I'm recommending right now, but you could use some of that same reasoning that I just gave for the pet niche towards kids stuff and toys in particular, because people are at home with their kids. They want to distract their kids as much as possible. I'm sure a lot of parents are getting sick of their kids being at home all the time. So this would be a great niche to potentially sell in, especially right now. Now, the next niche is a classic, the beauty niche. This is the niche that is just always gonna be in these type of videos because it's literally such an amazing niche to sell in. People buying in the beauty niche are buying consistently, and they're buying more than one product, right? And the great thing about the beauty niche is that it is a consumable niche. You use the product and it runs out, so then you buy more. So if you can actually find products that people love within this niche, you're actually gonna get tons of repeat buyers, which will make your business so much more valuable. It'll make it more profitable, and you'll be able to potentially sell it for a lot of money. So it's a really great niche to get into. I know Ezra Firestone started a brand within this niche and just completely killed it. I think they've reached 100 million in sales by now, which is pretty ridiculous. If you started a beauty brand right now, even if it's drop shipping, of course you're not gonna get the best feedback right now with the long shipping times, but over time you can improve your systems, reinvest your money back into the business, and grow it to something huge like Ezra did. Now, of course, this niche is extremely competitive, but really, unless you're super niche down, any broad niche is gonna be competitive. So just make sure that, like I said, you don't get intimidated by that, and instead just really work on your digital marketing skills so that you can make your brand stand out. That's gonna be the biggest key to anything. Don't get held back by saturation. Instead, just be proactive about improving your skills and know that that is what's gonna make your business thrive. It's not just an unsaturated market. The digital marketing skills are essential. Now, along with the beauty niche, I will say that fashion is a great niche as well. One of the current brands that I'm working on is in the fashion niche. We sell a lot of jewelry, like necklaces like this. And the reason why I got into this is because I personally love jewelry. Like I just showed you, I'm wearing a necklace right now, I'm wearing a ring right now, and this brand really represents like a really cool like skater vibe. It's kind of hard to explain unless you actually saw the brand, but these are all things that I love, right? Like I love fashion, I love skateboarding, and because of these things, I'm so passionate about the brand and so passionate about my products that I'm able to tell all my friends, family about it, and really we're able to build a big community around the brand. So I know that we can continue to grow this month after month, hopefully till 8 figures and beyond. I mean, that's kind of the goal. But yeah, the accessory niche is big. Like I said, it's extremely competitive, so you just have to find ways to market it. Like I said, for me, I kind of went within this like designer skater niche, but you could do whatever it is that you were into. So that's just an example there on how you can make a really saturated niche work. Now, the next niche I want to get into is health. The health niche is absolutely huge, and of course you will have to be careful when it comes to the products that you sell and the way you advertise, because you don't want to get banned by Facebook. But the health niche is huge, especially right now. One really cool product that you could start selling right now is anything related to home workouts. People are stuck at home right now. They're not really motivated to work out. So if you present to them an ad that just really encourages them to work out with whatever product you're selling, this will definitely work really well. And I'm sure a lot of people are already doing this, but if you build a store around the health niche and you capitalize on this trend while also building a long-term brand, you'll be able to beat the competition in the long term. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, is who's gonna come out of this like recession in the best way possible, right? So the health niche is absolutely huge, and there's so many different types of products that you could sell within there. It doesn't just have to be like at-home workout stuff. I know I've talked about the store Little Style Shop multiple times, but all of their products are like posture correctors, like bunion fixers or whatever you want to call it, like for your foot and stuff like that, which is all within the health niche. And instead of just focusing on the posture corrector alone and only capitalizing on that trend, they've been able to build a big store around products of that sort, which is the smartest way to do it. This way they don't have to continuously start a new store and start over every single time. They can just test new products within this store, save money, save time, and increase the value of their brand. Within the health niche, you could also consider like selling masks and stuff like that, or thermometers, whatever it is people are selling. But as I covered in one of my recent videos, I don't think that's a smart idea right now. I just think you could get in trouble if you're not selling the right type of mask or the right type of medical equipment. Medical equipment right now should just be out of bounds. That's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people are selling masks and stuff like that, and I'm not hating or anything, but just a word of recommendation: be careful when selling stuff like that. You don't want to get in trouble. This could really jeopardize your business in the long term, and you don't want to do that, like I said. Now, the next niche that I'm going to talk about is home decor. Now, home decor is absolutely huge, and I've talked about a particular store that sells in this niche called Warmly that I think is just amazing. And it is just an amazing niche. I mean, everybody's into home decor, especially now that people are stuck at home. It's an even better time to sell within this niche. I personally love home decor. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I love like a minimalist design, and which kind of represents me as a person, really. Like, I'm pretty minimal, but I like a little bit of accents here and there, like this necklace, like I said, or this like art shelf I have right here. Those little things really appeal to me. So I've actually had a home decor store in the past. It's a really fun store to work on. At least it was for me, since I genuinely enjoy home decor. So it's definitely a great one to get into, especially right now. And yeah, I do have an idea to make like a sort of video similar to this, but instead of talking just about the broad niche, I want to talk about potential products that I see that maybe could help you get product ideas and stuff like that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see anything like that, and if this video gets, let's say, 300 likes, then I'll make it for sure. So make sure that you drop a like on this video. It's always appreciated, and it really helps the YouTube algorithm show my videos to more people, which grows the family and the community, which makes me happy. That's like sort of my fulfillment. I just really love building community. So yeah, make sure that you take some of this time to reflect on your business, to plan out the business that you're gonna start. Or if you already have a business, you could utilize some of these tips that I gave you to make it even better. I know one of the biggest things that people are having issues with right now is shipping times, and that can easily be solved by you just ordering your products in bulk and having it fulfilled within the United States or any European country or any fulfillment center around the world, really. That is an easy way to solve that. We've been shipping from the US for like 5 months now, and it's really made a big impact on our customer feedback. I know it's like a little thing, but shipping times actually do make a huge difference, not only when it comes to customer satisfaction, but even when it comes to conversion rates, because you can talk about the fact that you ship faster, and that's added value towards your brand. But with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. The plan is to make 2 videos a week now. I'm really happy to be building this momentum back up again. I know I took like a YouTube break for a little while, and I did miss it a lot, so I'm happy to be back. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, got any sort of information on it that you found helpful, make sure that you drop a like. It would really help. If we can get to 300, I'll make a video sort of like this, but about particular products to sell. And of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you vibe with my videos. And yeah, with all that being said, I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.